We have blue skies and warm weather coming at you today on At Your Leisure. I'm Stephen Human. Follow me into the deserts outside Mesquite, Nevada as I ride with one new company that can take you as far as the Grand Canyon for some trail adventure. Then Chad and Rhea continue the 2018 RV Safari as they meet one Westerner with a drive to share his homeland with the world. Where can you see views like these this summer? They'll show you. Last but not least, Reece Stein finds a unique public land paradise that cuts Florida in half. Own the outdoors now with AYL. Well, this is about as perfect a day of riding as you could possibly imagine. Everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Stephen Human, and right now I am in Mesquite, Nevada, and I'm probably 5 minutes from the center of town. That's the great thing about this area, is that you're able to stay in town and just hit these trails right from the main roads. And that's what we're going to experience today. We're out here with our good friends from Polaris World and Adventure Time. We're going to talk about a new program about how you can come out here and you can tour this area, guided tours, and learn about all of the interesting little dynamics that exist out here that you probably don't know if you've ever just driven down I-15 and never stopped. Well, first, why don't we find out why Mesquite has become such an impressive off-roading destination and why the residents and visitors have fallen in love with it.
With the thousands of trails that we have going out of here, I mean, there is so much diversity in trail riding. You can be up in, big forests, down to dry washes, to really, there's some technical areas, there's some easy riding scenery, some scenery riding trails. I mean, we have thousands of miles available. You can drive from here to Gold Butte. You can go from here up to the Grand Canyon. Go to here 3 corners like we did today. And all of the trails, I don't know if tons of them are easy, but they're a lot of fun to get through. We got it all.
All the mountains and everything, when you get up into the different sceneries, it just changes so fast. You just get up in the mountains over here and you can see pine trees, you can see cedar, and then you come back down to the desert, you got the warmth and you got cold up there, so they're two different elements.
I like it, it's fun. It's fun for us to do instead of staying home and just watching the movies. I like to come out and do the razors and explore everything out here.
It's all been nice. I've enjoyed all the trips we've gone on.
Yeah, we really do have a really neat fabric of community here. They're more than customers, they're friends. So we have this really cool network of OHV riders, and as friends, we like to celebrate as such. Get together, barbecue every now and then, or sometimes it's a group function over at the Beaver Dam Lodge. Often get out here on the trail and just kick up some dust.
Instead of going down and spending your paycheck down in Vegas, spend it here on a razor and have fun and go enjoy the family.
And this is what we're talking about right here. There's so much diversity of panoramas and water, so many surprising things. And if you're just driving through on I-15, you would never know, so you need to stop. And a little bit later in the show, we're going to talk about a new rental company that you can actually come here with no machine, with nothing, no gear. They will supply everything and take you out to experience all of this, even the Grand Canyon. We'll have all of the details a little bit later, but right now we need to go off to our travel adventure. We are in the middle of our RV safari. Chad and Rhea are up in central Idaho, and they have another amazing experience to show you.
Here we are again. We are in our next installment of our Race City RV safari, and Chad and I are in ATV paradise.
That's true. We are in paradise. Framed in the background of the Sawtooth Mountains, you cannot help but connect with the land up here. And we usually talk about places, but every now and then you meet somebody who is so special that you have to introduce a new friend. And we have found that person with a guy named Woolley, and he has got an ATV rental facility and and a bar and grill and a couple other things here in Stanley. And he has a connection with the land that is really unique. And so we wanted you to meet him.
Hey, Brett! How you doing?
You'll get a hoot out of my father. Everyone deserves to meet Brett Woolley one time.
Cheers.
Brett Woolley is one of those guys that says what he means and means what he says. He'll greet you with a smile and then smack you on the back like you've been friends your whole life.
As owner of Woolley's Rendezvous in Stanley, Idaho, Brett has taken people from around the world on ATV excursions into the wilds of the Sawtooth Mountains.
His grandfather actually homesteaded this land around 1903, and it's been his family's territory ever since.
I've traveled internationally and I've seen a lot of nice stuff, but I think that this is hard to top. I mean, if you want to see something new and different, and if you live in the city or in the desert or on the flatlands, this is something you need to see. And I've actually, that's why I did this, was so people could access something that they could never do before.
You walk out in the morning and the first thing you do, you know, you're looking at your feet and then you look up and you can just, it hits you. You can feel it in your chest.
When you look at the landscape here, it's hard to dispute that fact. I was in awe every time I stepped outside. You have the Salmon River running right through town, green forests and jagged peaks. It seems like you've gone much farther from home than merely to the center of Idaho.
Growing up here as a kid, we always called it Little Alaska because the mountains are always covered in snow and they're bigger than life. You can get wet, go swimming, rafting. You can turn into a mountain goat and hike to the top of a mountain just out of a whim. It's amazing. You can do pretty much anything here.
To share this is one of the reasons I opened the business, so people could actually get up into the mountains and see the vista view off of Basin Butte and all that. And it's something that most people don't get to see in their lives, is the beauty that we have here.
All of our machines are brand new, very well taken care of. Getting to do something that gives you an adrenaline rush, it's one of my favorite things in life.
Brett took us up on public trails as well as his family's land so we could better understand his personal appreciation for the area. His life played out here among the trees and the rocks of Stanley. He watched his father and his grandfather work the soil and herd cows, and he toiled right alongside them. Each trail is as familiar to him as the smile lines on his face. And every time he climbs on his ATV to lead a tour or visit memories from his youth, their importance is reinforced. His connection to these mountains runs deep. And when you see them through his eyes, you're seeing them through the lens of generations.
It's amazing that it's hard to explain because I've been in it my whole life. So I've never taken it for granted. It's pride, a lot of pride, because of grandfather, and I'm getting emotional. I mean, that's how much it means.
It's one thing to stop at a destination and explore a bit. It's another when you can do it alongside someone who makes you love the land like they do. And that's just what we had today.
The Reece City RV Safari is all about helping you plan that perfect summer trip. And if you're looking to follow in our footsteps and set your sights on central Idaho, Stanley is a must experience. From ATVing to the whitewater rafting, it's all incredible. But if you really want a personal look at what makes this area so special, you know who to talk to.
Now they can see it. They can go to the top of the world on an ATV.
You know, that part where the trail got narrow up through the trees, that was my favorite part of the trip.
Oh, it was beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what's beautiful, and that's coming into an RV that's completely air conditioned.
My brave wife, the outdoors woman.
I am, but I also enjoy indoor creature comfort. So do you. Who doesn't?
We do want to thank Brett Woolley for all of the information that he gave us. He's a great guy to talk to. He's a really colorful character. He knows the area. He can give you good pointers when you rent one of his ATVs.
Today was great, but I'm really looking forward to our next stop on the RV safari.
We're not going to tell you what it is, so you're going to have to watch to find out. Hey, here's the question of the day for you. You got a young family growing up and you want to grow them up in the outdoors? I've got your answer. I am so glad that when my daughters were young, we made the choice to get an RV. This is a great way to get your family outdoors permanently. You can actually put a family of 6 to 8 people and travel comfortably, and it's affordable. Make those dreams with your young family at Race City RV, Utah's low-price RV dealer on Riverdale Road in Roy.
The boat buying event you've been waiting for.
The Boat Show and Water Sports Expo, February 8th through the 11th.
Great fun for the whole family.
Watch wakeboard pros on the 300-foot rail jam.
Buy the boat of your dreams with special show financing.
Register to win a 5-day Alaskan fishing trip courtesy of RW Fishing.
ABC4 Utah and CW30 invite you to the Boat Show and Water Sports Expo, February 8th through the 11th at the Southtown Expo.
Advance tickets at utahboatshow.com.
Boat show is here, better climb aboard.
In a place that is beyond words, there is nothing to be said, except take your time in Bryce Canyon country.
Hello everybody, welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Rick Peterson, and today I get to do a review on my dream machine. This is the Argo Avenger. This is the special Hunt Master version, which is an 8x8. Argo, the same company that put lunar vehicles on the moon, now creates the vehicle for us to go out and play on the lakes and mountains of Utah.
It's a 6 or 8 wheel all-terrain vehicle that is amphibious, so all-terrain.
Argo has been doing this a long time, 50 years. About 60% of the Argo users are recreation users, hunters involved in that, but the depth of that goes quite a bit deeper. There's cabin owners, which is a big application because you can get numerous people into their cabins in any season.
As a cabin owner here in the mountains of Utah, I like to use my property year-round. This is an all-season machine, and a big part of that is what's under the hood. We have a Kohler V-twin, high-torque, liquid-cooled, 747 electronic fuel injection engine. The electronic fuel injection system on this machine is similar to what you'd find on a modern-day car, including the air-to-fuel sensor that is continually monitoring the air-fuel mixture regardless of altitude or temperature. I mentioned earlier that this was my dream machine. Part of that is because as a cabin owner for the last 25 years up on the Skyline Drive, the only way to get into the cabin's been a snowmobile. I've got to admit I've always been a little jealous of my neighbor who had that big expensive snowcat. But today, I found out for about 100 grand less, I can turn this machine into a snowcat. And the cost of adding a track conversion to this machine is less than half of that to adding a track conversion to a UTV unit. And here's how it works. You simply turn the tires around so the offset sets them out away from the body. You can then add an 18-inch by 10-foot track conversion with no additional mechanical parts. What you end up with is a track that's twice as wide, more than twice as long as a UTV conversion. This creates excellent flotation on top of the snow. Simply add the optional cab, heater, and a trailer. You, your family, and your gear arrive in style. Oh, did I mention? This thing's amphibious. I can sell my duck boat, my fishing boat. This does it all.
So there's really no terrain that you can't take an Argo on. So they're much more versatile than you think. We have vehicles that we've put on the moon, so we've been lunar and back.
They're a blast to drive. I've been fortunate enough to demo them and take them to events, and we've been out on several different lakes and through rocky terrains and in the mountains.
If you like to recreate and you want to take it to the extreme, there's no better machine than the Argo. And the Argo specialists are Jorgensen's right here in Richfield. Come down and they'll take great care of you. I'm Rick Peterson. We'll be right back with more At Your Leisure.
Put some adventure in your life and attend
the Sportsman's Vacation and RV Show at the Southtown Expo.
See hundreds of new RVs, motorhomes, and travel trailers.
Buy at the show and save with special show financing.
Find RV accessories, fishing, and travel destinations.
Gourmet Dutch oven cooking classes.
Register to win an Alaskan fishing trip.
ABC4 and CW30 invite you to the RV Show.
Look south to adventure. Look south to beauty. Look south to San Juan County. Out here, the road goes on forever, and what you'll find will change how you see the world. Climb on your OHV and discover forgotten landscapes and vistas that challenge the imagination. From Blanding and Monticello to the cliff faces of Monument Valley, we're open and ready for you to explore. San Juan County, Utah's Canyon Country.
Meet the new leader in off-road utility, the completely reinvented Ranger XP 1000. It's got the most power, the largest towing capacity, the highest ground clearance, and the best comfort and storage. Introducing the all-new Polaris Ranger XP 1000, the hardest working, smoothest riding Ranger ever built.
There's a little place on a Utah map where I was raised, where my heart's at, where the sagebrush grows wild and high, and the stars come out at night. Oh, there ain't nothing like being raised in the basin with a Ute reservation, skiing starvation, that Duchesne County life.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're just outside of Mesquite, Nevada, out here exploring all of the public lands and all of the trails that you can come out here and explore. It's a really great area, very impressive. We're out here with our friends from Polaris World right there in town, and they actually have a new sister company that is offering the chance for anyone, if they have a machine or not, to come out here and experience what these lands have to offer. It's really different, it's a lot of fun. How about we find out more about it?
Adventure Time Tours is a sister company that just begun off of a Polaris World. It's set up as a platform to accommodate the community and just your local tourism that come into town and provide a safe environment to enjoy these trails, enjoy what Mesquite has to offer that most people would have no idea. You can actually leave right from our shop and within minutes be on a number of different amazing trails, amazing views, and on top of that, do it with safety. Do it in a brand new Polaris RZR that is equipped with GPS, so you can actually download your maps that you want to do, download your trails, and on top of that, that's our rental side. We also do a number of great guided tours. The guided tours are established so you can actually head out with a guide that knows the area, knows the exact spots that you want to see. You're actually able to see a lot more on a guided tour than you probably would but with yourself.
You know, we just had our soft grand opening and we've done about a dozen tours so far. And I must say that it appears to me that everyone's had an awesome time out here in the desert. We have a lot of trails to explore and our machines are just state-of-the-art, 2018 Polaris RZRs. And they handle these trails like nothing else.
So here at Adventure Time Tours, what we like to start off with our adventure planning station. We've got a number of people that are coming in wanting to rent a machine here in Mesquite, but they're not really familiar as far as where to go. At our adventure planning station, we've dialed out, knowing all the routes, 20 of our favorite routes that they can come from. Dial it in as far as easy, medium, hard, technical runs. Pick out the best run for them and actually download it to their rental machine.
We just got permits for do the Parashant Monument, which leads to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. It's about a 60-mile journey just to get to the Bartan Ranch. That's where we spend the night. We provide food as well as the lodging. We do some overviews of the Grand Canyon. It's absolutely breathtaking. The scenery is just spectacular, and the trails are just so much fun.
Just watching families bond. And took down their cell phones, put down their video games, and actually get out into the wilderness. It's by far the greatest part of my day. It's really why I love doing what I do, to be involved in sharing, what I love.
So now you have another option to come out here and explore Mesquite through Adventure Time. And right now we're in one of the tunnels. There's a lot of tunnels out here in Mesquite that go under the freeway, through storm drains, all kinds of cool just little access points that can get you from the center of town to some of the riding areas. And it just adds a different layer to your ride. Well, right now we have to go off to our trailhead adventure. Reece Stein is in Florida, giving us one of his patented Reece Stein adventures.
I'm Reece Stein at your leisure in Central Florida on one of the state's great wild trail systems. But this area was originally envisioned for something far different.
You can do everything here. Hike, bike, you can see some of the best Florida country. It's just amazing.
But for centuries, the Marjorie Harris Carr Cross Florida Greenway seemed destined to become anything but a trail complex.
The Spanish, who originally colonized Florida, had the first idea to do a canal across the middle of the state instead of going around the peninsula. So it's been at least thought of since the 1500s.
But construction on a transportation canal across the middle of Florida didn't begin until the 20th century. These stanchions were built in the 1930s to carry the highway over the proposed canal. The 1/2 mile walk through the island provides a comprehensive history of the never-to-be-finished canal.
Well, the purpose of the canal was to basically aid in the shipping of goods between the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean to avoid having to go all the way around the Florida Peninsula.
After decades of fits and starts and $74 million, the canal idea was finally killed by Richard Nixon in 1970. In 1990, the canal right-of-way was transformed into a mile-wide, 110-mile-long conservation and recreation belt across the middle of Florida.
Well, the Florida Greenway is about a 110-mile stretch of conservation land that goes through the north-central Florida. It's a great place for conservation and for recreation. Mostly non-motorized recreation. The big ones are mountain bike riding, hiking, and a lot of horseback riding.
The Greenway begins at the Gulf of Mexico and is dotted with trailheads featuring restrooms, picnic pavilions, campgrounds, and along the rivers and reservoirs, boat ramps and fishing docks. The Santos mountain bike area near Ocala is nationally recognized with a unique and challenging board ride feature and over 80 miles of scenic single track.
Hikers and bikers, and usually on separate trails. They all have their own trails to walk on. Sometimes they merge, but plenty of things for them to do, along with all the horseback riding too.
I just remember it being very beautiful, trees and just great scenery, and the trails being, extensive, and I had a lot of fun last time I was here.
No, I don't expect any challenges. It may be some ups and downs for it being kind of hilly in here in Ocala, but nothing too crazy, nothing I can handle.
In sharp contrast, the Baseline Trail is an urban, paved, 5.2-mile loop open to hikers and bikers through a restored longleaf pine forest. Along the route, laurel pines are planted in honor of various people and groups. Baseline also provides a barrier-free boundless playground designed for children of all abilities. Nearby, another radical change at the wild Marshall Swamp Trail, a barely visible path through a dense hardwood hammock with ponds full of bald cypress trees with their unique needs. In the 1930s, Johnny Weissmuller swung through this jungle for the Tarzan movie cameras. Then along the way, we stopped by Sweet Jane's Candy Store for a whoopie pie, a unique Florida treat. The 1,300-mile-long Florida National Scenic Trail enters the Greenway. Its distinctive orange blazers lead travelers east to the Buckman Locks access to the St. Johns River and the Atlantic Ocean. The Greenway offers an extraordinary opportunity to explore Florida's diverse wildlands and wildlife on foot, bike, horse, canoe, or motorboat.
In an eastern state where that isn't known for its public lands, it's nice to have a place like this that is beautiful, it's conserved, and access to a lot of different types of uses.
Reece Stein at your leisure on the Cross Florida Greenway.
Family time, friend time, your time. You've been thinking about getting a machine, but which one is right for you? An ATV,
side-by-side, or dirt bike. Stedman's Recreation has Utah's largest selection of Honda, Polaris, Yamaha, and Beta machines. See them all at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Need a tune-up, new tires, or want a winch? Stedman's Service Department can help.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
Our Trailhead segment today is sponsored by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. That's that great place where you can order all kinds of accessories for your ATV or your motorcycles, and they'll ship it right to your door. Just go to the Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com website.
Introducing the lightweight shot starter. Only on the 2018 Ski-Doo mountain sleds. With next generation engine and platform. For the unmatched power and handling to own the next ride. Ski-Doo. What matters is what's next.
Save up to $1,000 plus 0% for 36 months.
The boat buying event you've been waiting for.
The Boat Show and Water Sports Expo, February 8th through the 11th.
Great fun for the whole family.
Watch wakeboard pros on the 300-foot rail jam.
Buy the boat of your dreams with special show financing.
Register to win a 5-day Alaskan fishing trip courtesy of RW Fishing.
ABC4 Utah and CW30 invites you to the Boat Show and Water Sports Expo, February 8th through the 11th at the Southtown Expo.
Advance tickets at utahboatshow.com.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. Well, we've arrived at our terminus point for the day, Three Corners, which is basically a spot where 3 states meet, Arizona, Utah, and Nevada. And we're having a little bit of celebration here, just cooking up some burgers, having a good time. Well, we got to get into our travel planner and talk about our upcoming events. And the big ones are, of course, the boat show and the RV show. Just next weekend, you've got the boat show at the Southtown Expo Center in Salt Lake. This is a great opportunity to check out deals on boats. If you've ever thought about getting into it, go out there with your family. It's a fun place to be. They're gonna have the rail jam where you can watch professional wakeboarders and wake surfers go by. It's a lot of fun. It's next weekend, the 8th through the 11th. The following week is the RV show, also at the Southtown Expo Center, the 15th through the 18th. This is another great opportunity if you want to check out RVs, you want to look at some good pricing, see if it's right for you and your family, you want to come down there. We're going to be at both shows. We want to see you. You can pick up AYL stickers. You can talk to us. We love to discuss the shows and your favorite destinations, so come by and say hi. Well, I need to get in this line. I want to get some food. I'm hungry. It's been a great ride. While I do that, why don't you take a look at next week's show?
We're to European-style peaks and Western off-road excitement meet. Next week, Chad and Rhea close out the 2018 RV Safari, previewing one of the biggest OHV events in the world. It's the Rally in the Pines, and they'll show you everything the Jamboree has to offer. From there, we'll follow a group of athletes as they compete in a kiteboarding competition halfway around the world. Find out next week on AYL.
Really excited for next week's show. I want to find out more about Rally in the Pines. I've heard it's a great event, but remember, you don't have to have a rally to come out and enjoy these lands. All you have to have is a trail and a destination. We had a great time today. This hasn't been an organized ride. It's just been a bunch of friends coming out here to enjoy. You need to do it too. I'd like to thank Polaris World and Adventure Time for taking me out and showing off their backyard. It's been a great ride. And remember, you can rent from them and come out here and experience all of this for yourself. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Stephen Human for At Your Leisure. Remember what we always say, there's adventure around every bend. You just got to get out there and create your own, and you've got to do it at your leisure. The following week is the RV show, the 15th. For At Your Leisure, we need to